I throwing you off?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
How you doing, young lady? The feeling that you're giving really drives me crazy.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Kim, and today I will be discussing the topic of love in Latin lyric poetry with respect to Catullus 5 by Gaius Valerius Catullus and Horace 3.9 by Quintus Horatius Flaccus. As many of you already know, Catullus and Horace were both poets, but more specifically, Catullus wrote in a neoteric style while Horace wrote in lyric. Now I'm going to zero in on Catullus 5 and Horace 3.9. The meter of Catullus 5 is hendecasyllabic, a common form in Catullus poetry, while the meter of Horace 3.9 is fourth Asclepiadian. I am going to talk about the passionate desire of love and how it affects our mindsets. Without further ado, here is Catullus 5 in meter. Vivamus mea lesbiat quamemus, rumoresque senum se veriorum, omnes unius aestimemus asis, soles occideret redire possunt, nobis cum semel occidit brevis lux, nox est perpetuuna dormienda, da mi bassia mille dende centum, den milautra den secunda centum, dendus qualtura mille dende centum, den cum milia multa fecerimus, conturbabimus illa ne sciamus, aut ne quis malus invidere possit, cum tantum sciat esse bassiorum. This Latin literally translates to, "Let us live, my Lesbia, and let us love, and let us value all rumors of more severe old men as one penny. Suns are able to set and to rise again. Whenever brief light has once set, one perpetual night must be slept by us. Give me 1,000 kisses, then 100, then another 1,000, then a second 100, then continuously another 1,000, then 100. Then, when we have made many thousands, we will throw them into confusion, lest we know, or so that anybody evil is not able to cast an evil eye, when he knows that there are such a number of kisses." Now here is Horace Ode 3.9 in meter. Do nec gratus eram tibi, nec quis quam potior brachia candidae, cervi qui juvenis dabat, persarum vigui rege beatior, do nec non alia magis, arsisti nequerat Lydia post Chloen, multi Lydia nominis, Romana vigui clarior ilia, me nunc tres sacloi legit, ducis docta modos et citerae sciens, pro qua non metuam mori, si parcent animae facta superstiti, metor et face mutua, 30 caleis filius ornati, pro quo bis patiar mori, si parcent puero fata superstiti, quid si prisca redit Venus, diductosque jugo, cogit ae neo, si flavec cutiter Chloe, reiectae que patet janua Lydiae, quamquam si dere pulcrior, illes tu levior, corticet in probo, irac cundior hadria, te cum vi veram mem, te cobeam vivens. This ode translates to, as long as I was pleasing to you, and any more able young man was not giving his arms to your bright neck. I flourished, happier than the king of the Persians. As long as you burned for no other more, and Lydia was not after Chloe, Lydia of great name, I flourished brighter than Roman Iliad. Now Thracian Chloe rules me, learned in sweet measures and skilled of lyre, for whom I would not fear to die, if the fates will spare my surviving sweetheart. Calais, son of Tyrrhenian Ornatus, burns me with the mutual flame, for whom I would suffer to die twice, if the fates will spare my surviving boy. What if ancient Venus returns, and forces the separated ones together with a bronze yoke? If blonde Chloe is cast out, and the door is opened to scorned Lydia? Although he is more beautiful than a star, you are lighter than a cork and angrier than the wicked Adriatic Sea. I would love to live with you, I, willing, would die with you. Now in these two poems, Catullus and Horace describe characters whose mindsets demonstrate a clear deviation from what is normal or expected, as well as the passionate influence of love. I'm going to start off with an analysis of Catullus 5 in respect to this topic. In Catullus 5, Catullus describes a carpe diem, seize the day, almost YOLO kind of mindset with the poem. In the very first line, Catullus makes use of the hortator subjunctive with vivamus, amemus, and aestimemus, highlighting his desire and passion. He then implores Lesbia to disregard rumors as just one penny and to live only for each other, not valuing the opinions of stern old men. Another YOLO moment, so to speak. Catullus highlights this point with the passive periphrastic in Nox est perpetua una dormienda. One perpetual night must be slept by us. Note also how Catullus makes use of the meter to illustrate his point. With elisions and liquid consonants, Catullus creates a breathless, continuous tone that parallels the theme of this passage, which, with perpetuuna, milautura, and dein dus qualtura. The scholar Annie Finch from the University of Michigan states, the hendecasyllabic offers the opportunity to maintain the basic sapphic rhythm for a long period, building up momentum. Catullus also uses rhetorical devices such as anaphora and asynanton in lines 7 to 10. The Dane and Danes emphasize his desire. He does not want to just kiss his lover. He wants to drown her in a continuous torrent of love and passion with thousands of kisses. This point is further shown by examining the sounds that reading the poem elicits. The D or nd and D sounds, such as in dormienda and deinde, give off a pleading, begging tone that seems to represent the Latin words da mi. He wants her to give him love beyond what a person might expect. Now let's take a look at Horace's ode. Horace paints a very different picture of love with Ode 3.9, but it still shares a common theme of affected mindsets and at times the passion and desire of love at the end, which I will speak about later. Now, Ode 3.9 is quite simply a conversation between two lovers, and it is also interesting to note that it is Horace's only lyric poem in dialogue form. Each lover speaks the same number of lines, and each tries to outdo the other with his or her lines. The two are competing with each other, arguing. Every claim made by Horace is topped by that of Lydia. In the first stanza, Horace compares himself to King of Persia. However, Lydia compares herself to Ilia, the mother of Romulus and Remus and goddess of Rome. In the third stanza, Horace is ruled by Chloe, whereas Lydia pointedly states that her love is returned by Calais, and where he would die for Chloe, she would die 2 times over. They also reveal very different personalities. Lydia is far more direct than Horace. While Horace is elusive and not once gives his name, Lydia assertively states her name twice, both in lines 6 and 20. In the last stanza, however, the true theme of love is revealed. Although Lydia cannot humorously resist making one final jab at her lover with quam diere podcrior ille est, tu levier cortice et in probo iracundior Hadria, although he is more beautiful than a star, you are lighter than a cork and angrier than the wicked Adriatic Sea in the final wicked Adriatic Sea. In the final stanza, the two lovers do make up, however. The meter emphasizes this point with elisions in cortiquet in line 22 and me cobia and viveramem in line 24, symbolizing harmony and coming together. Even after such a lengthy and terrible fight, love still prevails and binds these two people together. Horace emphasizes this point with the verbs amem and obeam in line 24. These potential subjunctives illustrate just how strongly he feels about her. Again, the final line translates to, I would love to live with you, I, willing, would die with you. The fact that he can say such powerful words such as love and die in the same sentence, following a fight of this extent, speaks bounds for his passionate desire for Lydia, while also deviating from what is normally expected from a fight of such a magnitude. In this passage, love is described for the most part as a force that can change a person's mindset for the worse, causing jealousy and arguments. But in the end, positive applications and emotions will prevail as pictured by Horace. Clearly, this theme is prevalent in both works and can be seen in many different applications. Now, I believe that is all for today's podcast, and thanks for tuning in.